Good morning, or afternoon, or evening, as the case may be. This is SteamTeam welcoming you to yet another absolutely splendid edition of SteamTeam Quizzes. Today we're on a brand new season, Season 2, or Series 2. A lot of people regard this as their favourite season. I think it's so-so, to be honest. During the next 5 quizzes, we'll be introduced to some of the most popular characters in the entire show. Moving on. Anyway, as always, I'm going to ask BonEsterphon here 5 questions about each episode, which makes 25 in total. If you want to play along at home, I have put the link to the exact same episodes BonEsterphon has watched in the description. So go and watch them, and then come back here. If you want to make it harder for yourself, don't watch the episodes and see how much you can remember. And please bear in mind that BonEsterphon here isn't a Thomas fan. At the moment, anyway, so some of the questions may be deemed a little too easy for older fans. Before I start, I want to clarify that you, Calico BonEsterphon, have not seen the questions I'm about to ask, and that they have been held by me in a sealed envelope.
I have not seen the questions or answers, and they have been held by you in a sealed envelope.
I really must change this introduction, really mustn't I? I've said the same thing for about 6 videos.
Getting a little bit repetitive.
With all that out of the way, let's begin. Remember, these questions are for the restored UK versions of the episodes. Episode 1 now. Thomas, Percy and the Coal, or Double Trouble if you're American. Which character speaks first? A. Thomas, B. Percy, C. Toby, or D. Annie?
And that would be the little green engine, Percy.
It is the little green engine, Percy. How many times do the trucks mutter, "Go on"? A1, B2, C3, or D4?
And they say it 3 times, but on the last one it doesn't sound like they've quite finished the sentence.
I can't remember, to be honest. How do they say it?
They go, "Go on, go on, go on," and then they just stop.
Oh.
But I'm taking, we're counting out 3.
We are, yes, but I would assume Ringo went for lunch or something rather abruptly. Time is money. Question 3. Which of the following characters appears but has no lines? A. Thomas, B. Annie, C. the Fat Controller, or D. Toby?
Considering there was confusion and delay, it was quite surprising that he didn't come and say it. It was the Fat Controller.
That's right, to quote Ferdinand. Question 4. In the scene that takes place at Tidmouth, where does Percy bring his trucks from? A. the junction, B. the big station, C. the goods yard, or D. the branch line sheds?
He brings them from the junction. It's not very accurate, is it? Because there could be several junctions.
It was the junction. Question 5. How deep is Percy said to be in the coal? A. bunker deep, C. buffer deep, C. wheel deep, or D. dome deep?
He is said to be wheelie deep. Pardon the pun.
So just to clarify, you are going with wheel deep.
Yes.
That is correct. Episode 2 now, cows, or a cow on the line if you're American. Which of the following locations does not appear during Edward's journey with the cattle trucks at the beginning? A. Brendam, B. Walsworth, C. Lower Suddery, or D. the Viaduct?
I'm going to say Walsworth.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It is Walsworth, correct. Walsworth does not appear. Question 2. After the cows break a coupling, how many trucks are left behind? A. 1 in a brake van, B. 2 in a brake van, C. 3 in a brake van, or D. just the brake van?
It is 1 truck and a brake van.
It is 1 truck and a brake van, indeed. Question 3. During the scene where Gordon and Henry tease Edward, which engine, from viewer perspective, is furthest on the left? A. Toby, B. Henry, C. Gordon, or D. Edward?
That was the big green engine, which is Henry.
It was Henry. What is the name of the cow? A. Bluebow, B. Daisy, C. Buttercup, or D. Dilly?
It was Bluebell.
It was Bluebell. You'd expect it to be Daisy. That's more of a cow name, isn't it? A stereotypical cow name.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But it was Bluebell. He does quite clearly say that.
He does. Question 5. Who out of the following characters is absent from the final scene at the sheds? A. Henry, B. Thomas, C. Percy, or D. Toby?
That one is Percy.
Correct. Episode 3 now. Bertie's Chase. Question 1. Who does Edward's fireman sing about? A. Phil, B. Mike, C. Johnny, or D. Tony?
It's Johnny. He actually sings, oh, what can the matter be? Johnny's no longer. Until he's interrupted by the driver and he says, never mind about Johnny. And let's hear that for ourselves.
Yes, let's.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? Sang the fireman. Johnny's so longer. Never you mind about Johnny, laughed the driver. Just you climb on the cab and look for Thomas.
Well, it turns out you are correct. And now I just want to say something about the other options here. Aside from Johnny, the other 3 are all band members of Genesis.
I knew it.
Oh, don't be stupid.
Oh, what can the matter be?
It's better than that song.
Johnny's no longer.
That's a nursery rhyme. Question 2. What reason is given for Bertie carrying Thomas's passengers? A. Thomas was at the works. B. Annie and Clarabelle were being serviced. C. Thomas's fire had gone out. Or D. Thomas's fireman did not arrive for work.
Thomas's fireman had not arrived for work.
Sack him.
Didn't even ring in or anything. Didn't know whether he's ill or he just couldn't be bothered.
I say sack him, so...
I'll tell you what, Sir Topham Hatt does run a tight railway.
Yeah, and he's causing confusion and delay, you know. Terrible.
I'm quite surprised that Bertie was allowed to break the law by speeding.
True. Obviously before speed cameras. Yeah. Question 3. Out of the following, who does Bertie's driver talk to at Lower Suddery? A. The station master, B. The porter, C. The shunter, or D. Edward's driver?
Well, it's not Edward's driver because he's already gone. It is the station master.
He does also talk to the passengers, but that wasn't one of the options. Correct.
Johnny's no longer.
Question 4. What colour is Bertie's driver's jacket? A. Red, B. Brown, C. Blue, or D. Black?
That one is blue.
It is blue. A very nice jacket too.
That rhymed.
God, I've turned into Sharon Miller. How many carriages make up Edward's train? A1, B2, C3, or D4?
2.
It is 2. Episode 4. Save from scrap. Question 1. Which engine out of the following does not appear in the opening scene which takes place at Knapford Yards? A. Gordon, B. Edward, C. Percy, or D. James?
That one is Edward.
It is. Edward is not visible in that first shot. Question 2. Where is Edward said to take the scrap? A. Brendam, B. The steelworks, C. The smelter's yard, or D. The waste dump?
The steelworks, where it is melted down and used again.
It is a very, very keen, sort of recycling.
Yes, one very keen recycling process.
Yeah, very good.
They don't have the old green bins and the black bins.
No. Grey, you're not allowed to say black. It's called grey bins.
PC, political correctness.
Question 3. At which station does Edward meet the vicar? A. Lower Suddery, B. Knapford, C. Tidmouth, and D. Wellsworth?
That one is, I think it's Lower Suddery.
Is that the answer you're sticking with? Lower Suddery?
Yes.
Well, that's wrong. It was Wellsworth. Question 4. What day did Jem Cole come? A. Sunday, B. Friday, C. Saturday, or D. Monday?
That was Saturday.
He did. He come on Saturday. Question 5. Which of the following items cannot be seen during the church fete scene? A table, B, a bicycle, C, a bus, or D, a bench?
I'm going to say bicycle.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Well, that's the incorrect answer. It was actually a table. There was a green double-decker bus, if you look closely in the background. I'm sure you picked up on that. A bicycle, I think that was led up against one of the marquees, or I'm not 100% sure. And the bench was in the foreground of the picture. There was obviously no table visible. I'm sure there was a table there, you just couldn't see it.
Yes.
We're on to episode 5 now, which is Old Iron. Who uncouples James? A, his driver, B, his fireman, C, the shunter, or D, the signalman?
That one is the fireman.
It was the fireman. Question 2. What colour is the signalman's cap? A, blue, B, brown, C, green, or D, yellow?
That'll be the yellow.
Yellow, mellow yellow, yes.
They call me mellow yellow.
Question 3. Which 2 engines are seen waiting at Knapford Station? A, Thomas and Percy, B, Toby and Percy, C, Gordon and Henry, or D, Thomas and Gordon?
I think that one is Gordon and Henry.
It is.
Henry.
Question 4. Who stands on Edward's front? A, the shunter, B, the fireman, C, the inspector, or D, the guard?
That was the heroic inspector.
It was the heroic inspector. Question 5. What is Edward's reward for saving James? A, a new coat of paint, B, having his worn parts mended, C, a chance to pull the express, or D, a rest in the sheds?
Oh, that one was the warm parts replaced. You would have thought they'd have been replaced anyway, not as a reward.
You would, obviously. He's very strapped for cash and has to wait for his engines to do something heroic before they get seen to.
They got to earn their repairs.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? That's how he runs his ship. Now, let's just take a look at the scores. And you have scored 23 out of 25. That's pretty good. That's what you average usually, isn't it? Around 23.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, just before we go, I'd like to say that you can buy Genesis CDs from all good leading retailers, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back in the 1980s.
No, even today, because they're as popular today as they were then.
Not really.
Yes, they are.
Anyway, yeah.
Anyway, yeah. At least I have got a talent in doing these shows, you know, because I can't dance.
Okay. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Now, everybody, bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
And one thing before I say bye. From the previous episode, I meant to add this on the end of it. But who actually likes Marmite? Can you please comment below and tell me if you like it or if you don't like it? In a future episode, we will tell you who does and who doesn't. So that's bye-bye from me.
Yes, and if Marmite ever need a new researcher, they know where to find you.
I'm just curious.
Just send him a PM, you know. Anyway, that's all. Get it? That's all. That's a Genesis song too.
And now to sing us out, it's Edward's Fireman.
Oh dear, what can the matter be? Johnny's so long at